Do you see these two shelves? This is a shelf unit that I confiscated from our granddaughter's bedroom. She used to spend every weekend with us. She is now too cool to do that. She is 12 going on 27, and she does not want to spend every weekend with us. And we have kind of, little by little, taken things out of her bedroom and just turned it into a spare bedroom, pretty much. So I'm thinking, this all used to be full of toys and art supplies and stuff, and it's a 5-tiered shelf, but I mean, it's a mess. See, I'm not finished with this process, but we're going to start from the top and work down our way down to the bottom. That right there is a military ammunition box. That was my grandfather's, I think. And I have paint in there. But this is lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of journals, probably 50-ish. Yeah. And a lot of them are traveler's notebooks. And I need to organize this so that it looks pretty. Over here is sewing in this half of the craft room. And behind here is my journaling spot. And I hide all the yucky stuff with quilts. And when you walk down the hall, all you see is this pretty chair with a quilt in it. Right now it has a to-go bag. And you really can't see this right here, but you see all these other books, which are all the books I work out of all the time. And right now, all the windows are closed. Well, that one's closed because there's people in the Airbnb next door. Yes, Columbia, South Carolina finally did something about all the Airbnbs popping up in neighborhoods. Anyhow, okay, so here's a sign that my husband says this is the woman cave, not the man cave. Anyhow, so, and when the Amazon guy comes, he sees this pretty vase of flowers coming down the driveway, and that's all he knows that's in here. He doesn't know all this other stuff's here. So anyhow, we are going to clean this. We're going to organize it. We're going to make it nice. Did I already tell you this is paint? And that might go somewhere else. I just stuck it there currently. So let's organize. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. This is my bedroom. That's the lake out here. There's the couch. There's the stuff that I got from California, which just arrived last night. There are all my journals. Now, when I say all my journals, that really isn't all of them, but it's a huge part of them. And I'm going to organize them. I think I'm going to separate them by holiday, by travel, legitimate travel ones, which there aren't really that many. A lot of them are just fantasy ones and things that I have made up. And maybe it needs to be like travel, holiday, stories. We'll see. We'll see. But for right now, I'm coming in the shot. So, all right. Here's one about shells. Voices from the Sea. Ethan Mollusk. This was our shell that traveled across the ocean to Myrtle Beach. So, I'm not going to show you every single one of them because we'll be here for 7.5 years. But, all right, that's a story. This is a legitimate travel. This was Prague to Budapest. When did we do this? 2016. All right. So that's travel. So let's put a pile over here for travel. This was playing in a catalog that we got for when we went skiing in 1999 with the kids for Christmas. And I found it, and then I just turned it into an art journal. And maybe I need to have a pile for art journals too. That was fun. That was fun. Rather than throw it away. Because I don't need it, because I had 3 or 4 of these, and I already have a scrapbook of this trip. So this was an extra one, and I should have thrown it away, but we don't want to clutter up the landfills, so we make journals. All right, so that's art journals. Okay. This one, what is this? It's an old calendar from 2012, but I went ahead and put a bunch of colored paper in here with no other purpose, it looks like. So we're just going to call that an art journal. This is an altered book. The Bookshelf for Boys and Girls, Nature and Science version that had a beautiful cover. Are you seeing all this stuff that I'm doing? Okay. Let's see. What did I do in here? I think, I'm trying not to move you. It looks like a bunch of songs, country roads, which I love using songs as titles for journal spreads. Oh, here's a lot of Israeli paper. Take a load off. Cats. I think that was on the weekend we went and saw Cats, the movie. If You Could Read My Mind. Oh, I love that one. It's a skeleton, a skull, and then a very colorful sloth. House of the Rising Sun. Oh, this was a good one too. House, I don't even remember making this one. House with sun rays. I know you're propped very precariously on a TV tray, so sorry. Here Without You. This was a lady, Tim Holtz couple, but they're at the bottom of a staircase. Turn, Turn, Turn. I don't even remember that one. Papa Was a Rolling Stone. And I put all kinds of rolling round objects on top of tables. Called it Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Okay, if we do all this every time. Kids. I don't know. Teach your children well. Oh, that was clever. Huh, even if I do say so. If this one has one on here, I don't see it. Oops, something just fell out. All the songs that I looked up. Okay, so that is an art journal in my book. No pun intended. Composition notebook. I think this was just a daily art journal. Stuff I do. There's a lot of California stuff in here. Oh, this may have been in California. Grateful Dead. I think this was stuff about California. Chinese food, Grateful Dead, Coit Tower. That's in San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge. The Spanish Missions. Crabs at Fisherman's Wharf. The 49ers. I don't remember the purpose of this one. Oh, I do. I think this is where I got the idea to do the bugs that went on a tour of San Francisco or Northern California. No, this was what I was working in when I came up with that idea. Ghirardelli Square, Palace of Fine Arts. Okay, Levi Strauss. That's a story. Okay. This one is an actual, this is going to be a long video, people. An actual art journal that I finished. It just has lovely, 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 lovely. That was a Nat Geo Yellow Borders plot process, planning. When I say planning, I'm coming up with like titles of the pages. Because I really don't like to plan. Now here is Mark Twain, Volume 2. We got to find Mark Twain, Volume 1. All right. This was last year. Yeah, 2022 ICAD. So that's an art journal. Okay. Here's a good cover. I'll take this out of the cover. Okay. Oh, there's 3 things in here. These might not be done. Peony Watercolor Journal. This was a Pear Tea Stickers Journal, June 2021. I don't know what this was. It was not finished. We're going to stick this up here with an art journal stack. Oh, this was Glacier National Park. I still had ephemera left over from my actual scrapbook, so I made another one. In the Traveler's Notebook size. So this is travel. Travel. All right, that's going to go over on this side. All right, this one is just art journals. Okay. A river journal. Oh, volume 1. I think there were 3 volumes to this. This was a story, but it was all about the rivers in the world and the longest ones and explorers on them, the Nile. A leaf. The Congaree River is what I started with, which is a river here in Columbia. Okay, so that is a story. So let's put that there. It's going to take a long time, people. Oh, this is travel. Okay. All right. That's the travel pile. That was Budapest again. This was a journal from years and years, and it really was just like a place to keep notes. But this probably, one of these pieces of paper says 2003. There's all kinds of notes in it, but this is the way I used to keep stuff. And, oh, there was stuff about Phoebe. That was my cat, then my sister's cat, who has now passed away. Oh, this is when I still had a, what do you call it? An embroidery sewing machine, and I embroidered gold on, like, duck cloth, a pineapple, before I knew that pineapples were a symbol for other things too. I think there's also a palmetto tree on here. Oh no, more pineapples. Okay. Okay, that is classified as an art journal, I guess. What is this? Oh, this was the journal about my broken ankle. That's me, like 3 days after surgery. No, that was after surgery coming home. Ankle adventures. 6 pins and 2 plates in my ankle. And I did this a lot. Oh, God. Queasy pictures. That's the, can you see that? There's the incision. There's the top incision, side incision. Ugh. Okay. Where does health go? We're going to stick that in with stories. It was all made out of like envelopes from cards that people sent me, prescription envelopes, all kinds of stuff like that. It was all hospital paraphernalia. Oh, what is this? Beach art journal. I was really bad about dates until very, very recently. Sea oats. Oh, our sea oats are all gone at the beach. I think this was a, no, this was oh, this might have been a book I did on the spiral cinch. I found my cinch spirals. But this is a Fuller Brush Company book that I probably got at a thrift store. Okay, that's a story, classified. This is travel paper. Oh, this is an imaginary trip. Rolling down the road. Imaginary trip using prompts from a Rolling Stone magazine. The unexpected is now a real trip, an MSQ reunion retreat. That's Missouri Star Quilts. There's Mark Twain. This is one of the times I drove out there. Sewing machine. Oh, okay, Facet Fabric. I hope you can see all this. Can you see all this? Am I doing this right at all? I photocopied some fabric that I have. Okay, this was travel. Travel. Oh, here's a December daily. We're going to have to go faster or we're going to be here forever. How many minutes are we? I don't know. Oh, 11. That's not too bad. Okay. I planned for this to be two videos. This was a December daily 2018. Okay, this is holidays. Because I know I have Halloween ones too. Okay. This was another thing that I just had in my purse for years and I had to stick paper in it. 2010. Mom and Dad's 50th anniversary, 2010. I was just wondering when that was. Thank goodness they did have their 50th, but not many beyond that. Well, till 2019. This is just things I liked. Easter pajamas for our granddaughter because, you know, when you see these things, you cut them out of magazines. Now you just get them off of Pinterest. Okay, so that is art. I mean, yeah. All right, this is made out of a HelloFresh box. Oh, this was the Red Cross. This was a play on words. Red Cross, because this was right at my surgery. Red Cross, my heart. So cross my heart. So this kind of plays into that. 2020. Plus, it was in the pandemic. So if you have to break your leg or your ankle, do it during the middle of a pandemic. Because then you really can't go places. Cross my heart. I don't know what. Look. Oh, things that had cross in them. Or red. Lacrosse. Cross my heart. I don't know what that means. Red delicious, like in delicious apples. Oh, the red ferry going across the Golden Gate, or the San Francisco Bay, the Red Fleet, it's called, I think. Since this was all red. Oh, madras, cross section. It's either red, it was either red or cross in the word. Crossroads Palace, which is in India, somewhere. Cherry red. This was about an elephant ride. I think I already had that. And then there was lots of people dressed in red. Lunges, squats. Muscles are marvelous. Tire roll. Not sure where that came in. Soar. The big red machine. Spice markets. I love spice markets. Cross-checking. They did that in the airplane. Lacrosse. So, that was a term out of lacrosse. I'm not doing these right. I know. I'm so sorry. Christchurch. Oh, that's when I think they had the earthquake. Roar. This is kind of cool. Redbird. Oh, this is cool too. This was a book page that I read bug. I took swatches of paper and then I ran my sewing machine across, which is not good for my good sewing machine. So I don't do it. Anyhow, okay. Rod. Wreck. Some of these, okay, so this is kind of like a story. So I'm going to stick this over here. What is this? Oh, this is when you could get your pictures from chat books put into things. Oh, this was my national park book that I took to, but the dog ended up on the cover. Bogey, our old dog. I think that's when he had his knee surgery. Yep, I can see his little scar right there. The surgery incision. He had both of his back legs. Knees replaced. My nephew. There's some pictures in here too. I was trying to sketchbook project. That's what the National Park book went to. Oh, this was in New York too. Guggenheim. Gah! Trump Tower. This was in 2016. I took that just because. Ugh. That was the last time I went to New York. Cross stitch, a full moon. And then the National Park. This was the book I turned into the sketchbook project, but it was the 100th anniversary. So then I took pictures of every single page because the book went to New York. That was really cool. So that's, where does this go? Travel, perhaps? Okay. Here's another book I made with coils. Oh, it was a calendar. 2016. I'm just sticking these kind of things in a pile, just like notes. Oh, this was from the class I took from atop Serenity Hill. Oh dear, this is really tight. This was the journal she made us. Oh God. And then she taught us different techniques in the journal. And it's out of watercolor paper, so it's super thick. But that was fun. That was fun. And she said that definitely my medium was collage, because I have much more fun and I'm much more expressive with collage. I think it goes this way. And that's the person that taught me that it's more inviting if you have everything touching. Like one piece leads to another. Oh, this is the scorekeeping book for the Masters, which is going on right now in 2009. And my husband went because his friend was working it, and his friend is working it again. I'm going to put that in travel, but I saved that. All right, what is this? Oh, this was tulips. Oh, this was our Amsterdam. This was a Rhine trip, but this was all the tulip section in Amsterdam. Oh, Keukenhof Gardens, if you ever get a chance, outside of Amsterdam, was amazing. Amazing. All right, so that's travel. Here's another good cover. I use this one a lot in Halloween because it's purple. Oh lordy, what's in here? One little word. Oh, I was trying to do this. I was going to do this, but I never completed it. So I think I'm just going to take this out and stick it in art journal section and use this. Okay. Ireland 2019. This was the book I had in my purse for all my notes. Listening to the tour guides and going places and stuff like that. And that was in 2019. So that goes in travel. And then I come back and I use this to create the journal. I didn't take a lot of notes, but I really got a good book out of that. So, this was Yosemite. Oh, Yosemite as seen through the eyes of other people. This I did last year. When did I do this? I'm getting better at the dates, but not always. And I never complete my reason why. All right, so that's a story. Oh, yeah. This looks like, this might be a Missouri Star quilt book. Nope, this is a December Daily. Okay. Oh, this was Gunner's December Daily. This was last year, Feliz Navidad. Because really and truly, with 3 people, Christmas is not nearly as fun anymore. 4 people. And we get our granddaughter for maybe a day. And my sister for the day. Or maybe now she comes to the beach for a couple days. We just don't do the same thing as we used to anymore. We don't make big meals, blah, blah, blah. That's the dog getting ready to drive the car off. Anyhow, so, okay. December Daily goes in holidays. There's another one with the dog theme. I think this is a Studio Calico cover. What in the heck is this? I don't know. I think this is one I made and just never used. It's all scraps of paper. I don't know. That goes in the I don't know pile. Here's my first attempt at coils on my cinch. And this was Gentle Gross Goblin. So this is Halloween. Oh, this was a Halloween journal. This was not Halloween. The month of October. October Daily. This was just stuff I did for Halloween. And I would put it out on a table. Ghost towns. Ooh. These spooky dolls. Remember my spooky doll face? I still love those things. All right. So that goes in holidays. Oh. Bogey and I. That was one of my favorite pictures. But I don't know what this is. Maybe I should do it like this. I don't know. Something about trees. There was lots of fire. The link between forest fires and us. I don't know what this was. This was a tree book, but this might have been the, oh gosh, this might have been the predecessor to the Yosemite. What other artists think of Yosemite? Because that was all during the fires of 2 years ago in California. So this is kind of like a story. Oh, here's my Ireland travel journal. So from that little tiny book of notes, I got this gigantic thing. That's 2.5 inches thick. But there's a video on it someplace if it hasn't fallen off already. Blarney Castle, pubs, Galway, Kong, which was our first stop. Kalari Sheep Farm, right? Blarney Castle, Cliffs of Moher, Rock of Cashel, all kinds of stuff. Ireland, Bantry Bay. You know that dolphin that was there? He's gone. And Dingle, Fungi, he's dead. Okay, that's travel. Oh lordy, here's a Halloween one. I'm pretty sure that's Halloween. December Daily. Inktober says the official prompt list of Inktober. This was 2018. So, okay, that's holidays. Oh, River Journal. Where is the River Journal? Is this the River Journal? This is volume 2. Shoot, where's the River Journal? All right, this is stories. This was just things that happen along a river and people along rivers. The Yangtze River. Okay, that's story, so I know it's in here somewhere. All right, what is this one? Oh, I am a writer, therefore I am not saying Edgar Allan Poe. This must have been a December Daily. Nope, Inktober 2019. Okay, so that can go in December. This was a journal, probably from Missouri Star Quilts, because it has a quilt fabric cover that I made. Yes, Hannibal. I think there's like 2 or 3 years, 2 years maybe, of going there. When was this? 2016. All right, so this is travel. This looks like a Halloween journal. That's a Pear Tea Stickers journal too. Inktober. No, Maps Drawloween Club 2018. That's going in Halloween. Pieces of Africa. This is a story journal. I just did a bunch of different things and highlighted some things about Africa. Oh, wait a minute. Was this me following? This may have been me following Michael Palin's trek across, what is the desert? At the northern side of Africa, northern end of Africa. Tunisia, yeah. I think this is, so this is a story. All right. Take a book or a TV show, and that, in my case, it was both, and document the book in a journal, in pictures. I like doing that a lot. I'm still drinking coffee, sorry. What is this? I don't have a clue. This doesn't even look familiar. I think this is just a bunch of stuff. So this could be an art journal. This was just a bunch of stuff. I don't know where that even goes. Huh. The Rolling Stones are on the front. I think I'm just going to put it in an art journal pile. This was the first one, the first traveler's notebook I made. And the trip was taken in 2008. But I have scrapbooks of it. I think it ended up in 3 scrapbooks, the 12 by 12 scrapbooks. This was ephemera I still had left. So I spread out all my stuff on the kitchen table. My mom was here. She's like, oh my God, what are you doing? We saw a donkey being born in the Bedouin community, Sea of Galilee. Anyhow, this was the first traveler's notebook I made. Qumran, Masada, Garden Tomb, Mount of Olives, the Wailing Wall, which I think they had some more problems there today. So this is going in travel. And believe it or not, I still have some ephemera left because I just can't part with it. This looks like New York. No, this was Germany. Basel, we started there. This was on a Viking River cruise. Heidelberg, buying Christmas things in Heidelberg. Oh, this was the Colmar Pocket, which is a World War II Audie Murphy, and he was an American. All kinds of things. Chocolate. Koblensk. I loved that place. Oh. Cologne. The cathedral is pronounced so many different ways. Anyhow, that was cool. Okay, that was travel. Oh, Mark Twain Volume 1, Mark Twain Volume 2. This was another case of a book following the equator. And I just went and did his story in art journal spreads. I can't remember if there was Volume 3. So this is story, okay. This was a book I got in Israel that I used in my Israel journal, but I also put all my notes, instead of keeping them in the little spiral binder, I took them out and put them inside this book. So one page is the Jewish text and or Hebrew, and the other one is my notes. Which I might do the same thing for Vietnam. So that goes in travel. Oh gosh. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Okay. This is Murray. This was a composition notebook that I just put a bunch of pretty paper in, I think. Huh, I like that actually. A couple blank pages. I need to do this more often because I still have this much more paper. Oh. Okay, so this is art journal. I'm telling my husband not to come in here because he's going to mess up my video. This has got to be done in one take. Okay, we are now at 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to stop right here and start tomorrow for the rest of it, okay?